Hi guys, this is Amber from the Happy Caravan. I'm a mom of 10 kids and we live in New York City. I think we get to be on Nightline, ABC's Nightline, sometime in June. They did like a little story about us, so that's really exciting. I think so, you know, because like with the news, celebrities take priority. So if like some celebrity does something really interesting or newsworthy, you know, they may bump us off, but that's the plan. It was really fun to be part of a news program because it's like there's actually a producer, and when I'm making videos I'm somewhat unprofessional, so it was fun to like have a producer be like, you know, come in this way or let's do that. And I'm not quite sure, different things show up online and like, you know, producers and various media companies are like, oh, that's interesting or that's interesting, and they kind of want to do a story about it. I'm not sure what it was that they saw, but for me it's actually really cool because when I was a kid I was an only child, and so it wasn't like, okay, the kids over here are going to be watching this and the adults are going to be watching this. No, we didn't have like a TV in my room. I just watched all the adult TV. I watched Nightline and 2020. I was like 4 or 5, you know. My life started like as an adult. And I remember board games, like I play Scrabble with my parents before I even fully knew how to spell. Let's just say I didn't usually win, but it probably helped my spelling, although now I still use spell check a lot. But I used to watch Nightline, you know. I never thought that it'd actually be on Nightline. Of course, the story is mostly about the kids and, you know, the family just kind of chronicling their journey, and they did some footage of the kids playing music. They had like a little interview. Like I wasn't in the interview with the kids because I wanted the kids just to be natural and not worry about like, you know, mom being there. So what's interesting is the host that we did things with was somebody named Stephanie Ramos, and she is, I guess, like was raised kind of in the arts, so she's a really good singer. And I don't know, you know, they take a ton of footage. They probably took like hours of footage, and I think it's going to be like an 8-minute segment, but so I don't know what will make the cut or not. But she did like, she sang with the kids. It was really cool. So I did take a little bit of footage of the day. I was so tired. The night before, I could not sleep, maybe a half hour of sleep. And I don't know if I was nervous about the day working out. People make like snarky videos about us, and I'm like, I'm fine if you make a snarky video because everybody's not gonna like me, and that's fine. I'm not the most likable person, and that's okay. But you know, when they make snarky videos and they say things that are not true, and I'm like, okay, like just let people be mad at me for who I actually am. Like don't make up stories, don't say I said things I didn't say. And oh wow, the internet is fun. That was part of what was keeping me up. Plus it's like you kind of are like, okay, what are they gonna ask? How should I answer? You know, and so I had this problem, like I'll go to sleep and I'll be like, oh, I'm sleeping, and then I'll wake up and my brain is like on, like so on, I can't turn it off. I'm smarter when I'm trying to go to sleep than when I'm actually awake. My mind is like constantly like having conversations, answering questions, you know, like responding to comments, like all these things that I can't do very well when I'm awake, but when I'm trying to go to sleep, I'm very lucid. So I almost feel like I should vlog while in bed because my mind is so active. I don't know, maybe I'm not as smart when I'm trying to go to sleep as I think, but I just feel like I can think so well when I'm trying to go to sleep. So the next day I was just praying. I was like, God, please help me to be able to sound somewhat coherent, because I just was like, oh no, I'm not the best, I'm not the smartest kid on the block when it comes to sleepless me. So one thing that was really cool is that the ABC producer rented out a little space in Manhattan School of Music, which is really fun because that's Josiah's school that he goes to. And it's just a beautiful facility. Like I went with Josiah to like the outside of the building, but I never went inside. And it's just really beautiful. It's really historic. I guess Juilliard actually used to be located in Manhattan School of Music, and then Juilliard ended up moving to Lincoln Center. Manhattan School of Music kind of took over the building. So it's just really beautiful, really historic. It reminds me, like when we first go in there, it almost reminds me of Europe, like something you'd see in Paris, you know? So it's just really beautiful. It's very close to Columbia University. So it's kind of has that like, you know, old Ivy League vibe going on. It's a beautiful campus. I did take a little bit of footage. I didn't want to like have my camera out all the time, taking footage of what they were doing. I didn't want to stress the kids out, plus the half-hour sleep. I was not really in the vlogging mode. Kids are playing music for them and this and that. I didn't want to, you know, mess them up like, oh, mom's got her camera out, you know. I just want to be like, you know, just do the best you can. And I mean, we were pretty prepared for it. I think we would have been more prepared if like we didn't just have auditions the week before, because oh man, we just put everything into those pre-college Juilliard auditions, you know, going to see the accompanist, going to see the teacher, going to like so many, just so much was invested into that. Those pre-college auditions, that we didn't have much left after that. It kind of feels like running with weights on. I used to run cross country. One of the things they used to have us do, I guess we didn't actually put weights on our ankles, which is something you can do to kind of train, but we used to run in the sand. And running in the sand is hard. And so I just feel like these last couple weeks I've been running in the sand. The insomnia and all the stress. Last night was like the first night I was like able to like sleep, like really sleep. And so it just feels like, wow, this is what it feels like to like sleep the night before. It feels wonderful. Can't complain. I'm super grateful. Okay, so I'll show you the footage I took. It's just a little smidge of footage. And I mean, I just was so impressed with how nice everyone was. I was also impressed with how big their cameras were, because I'm like taking most of my stuff on a phone or a GoPro, which, you know, it's just a tiny little camera. And just the weight and the like, technology of these cameras is like, ooh, wow, impressive. So kind of puts my little G7X, Canon G7X, you know, makes it look a little less impressive, but you know, that's okay. I got what I've got. It was an adventure. We made it through. If you do, it's supposed to be kind of late June. If you see it and I look really tired and I don't sound very great, it's because I was tired. But I mean, they took a lot of footage. I think there's probably gonna only be a few snippets of like tired me, and the rest will probably be B-roll of the kids and stuff. And they got a good night's sleep, and that's really all that matters. So I'm gonna put some of my B-roll in here and let you see, and I'll probably put some subtitles under so I'll tell you like what's going on and where it is. So anyway, that was yesterday's adventure. Old school here.
Put the instruments first. All right, kiddos, let's go. Matt and Jay, do you guys want to take them upstairs?
All as we have.
I was like,
Oh,
really? Okay.
And
Pretty. Wow. You're holding out on me, Joe. You should tell me how cool your school is.
I have figured it out. All right, Kenny and Matt, you guys in charge here. You know what we need to do, right? So basically, and then we're going to do a very quick concert. Who's your favorite sibling? What's your favorite sibling? I'm gonna point to my favorite.
Are you able to go one step? Just one step.
Now
To the camera, everybody get the camera. Very nice. One more time, everybody get the camera.
Oh, thank you.
Mom, you still have a